Well, it's really exciting to welcome you all to the GRIF Deal Den. This session is all about bringing new concepts and marrying them with investors. Our Dragon investors are four very well-respected and experienced investors in the market who have invested, so they are real and live, and I do believe they've got some money to spend, so that's exciting. We have with us today, we've got, and please welcome to the stage, we've got Paul Campbell from Hill Capital Partners. Come on up. And we have Sami Dowd from the Dowd Group. We have Lorraine Plantier from French Food Capital and Martin Sherwood from Enterprise Investment Partners. So our dragons are going to listen to these wonderful pitches, and they're going to share with us their knowledge and advice in terms of both the pitch quality and also the business plan that we'll be presented with. So thank you very much for all your knowledge. So next I'd like to welcome to the stage Rebecca Vianney, who is from AWJ Investments, and she'll be presenting Operation Falafel. Welcome to the stage. I think you got the gig now, so.
Sorry?
Are you ready?
Yes, ready to go.
Okay.
Okay. Very good. Well, thank you for this opportunity. I'll start out by telling you a little bit about Operation Falafel and AWJ Investments. This is Hema. Hema's also a part of our team.
Hello. Hi, everyone.
So Operation Falafel is a brand that was started here in Dubai. We're a homegrown brand. We started with our first location in Jumeirah Beach Residence, JBR, in 2014. That location did almost $4 million last year. Since then, we've grown to 8 locations here in the UAE. We're franchising internationally now. We'll be opening in Dammam, Saudi Arabia this year, Riyadh, Doha. We'll be heading to the States early next year with company-owned units over there, fully committed to the region for a long-term plan in the US. And we are currently seeking area development partners internationally and a JV partner for the UK market, which is why we're here today. So just a little bit of background on the story of Operation Falafel. It was started by 2 individuals here in the region, and they started to see that Middle Eastern food has been around for centuries. And what they started to see was that the food and the authenticity and the ingredients were being diluted by a lot of the mainstream concepts that are out there. So our story talks about before hummus turned pink, before falafel lost its crunchy flavor. And that's where Operation Falafel, that's where it was born, where they were saying, you know what, we're going to bring back the authenticity. It's Operation Bring Back the Authenticity. And that's how Operation Falafel was born. So just in case anyone is not familiar with Middle Eastern street food, I've got a couple of our stars up here. Our highest seller is definitely the chicken shawarma. We have chicken, beef, and we actually have 82 menu items. Here in this region, we are full service. However, for the UK, we're looking at a fast casual model, the same as what we're doing for a US. So you're looking at much less labor. You're looking at a menu that's probably maybe 25% of our full 82-item menu. And we also, we're open 24 hours here in the UAE. 5 out of our 8 locations are open 24 hours. All-day breakfast. Snacking and breakfast, all-day breakfast, are trending quite well in the UK right now. So we see Operation Falafel as a great option for that. Also, we've done a lot of our research in the UK market, and specifically in London. And there is a lot of Middle Eastern food in the market already, but what we didn't see when we took a look at the market was a well-established brand. There's no established brand where you can get the consistency in quality, in flavor, in service, and at a price point that's affordable. Our average ticket here in Dubai is about 55 dirham. Ticket times are running about 11 minutes, let's say 10 to 12 minutes. And so it's very affordable. All of the food is fresh. It's made to order. We have a central kitchen from which all of the prep marination is done, so you're getting consistency and flavor across the board. And scalability is something we've talked about a lot, I think, over the past 2 days. This concept is extremely scalable. Our smallest unit down on Kite Beach is about 500 square feet. Our largest unit, JBR, is about 2,000 square feet. In Saudi Arabia, we're looking more around 4,000. And so it's a very, very scalable unit. For the investment side of it, for the UK, we're looking at 8 units, company-owned, over 2 years. And then there will be a CK that will be built in the second year. Ideally, what we're looking at is that first unit is going to be about 2,000 square feet, and that kitchen will be able to service the second, third, and fourth units. The central kitchen would then be built in the second year. We're also looking at the option of being able to start franchising in the market after that 8th store is open. So that central kitchen is actually going to become a profit center a little bit later on. And I'll have Hema just tell you a little bit about the return on investment.
So basically, we intend to replicate a financial model that we have already established in GCC. This is based on a strategy, well-developed strategy, which is develop your concept, establish it, have a marketing spend on it, and then start franchising the concept. So here, in the first year, when we open the store, we have all the startup costs, the pre-opening expenses. Second year, we stabilize the concept, and from third to fifth year onwards, we look to an EBITDA of 15 to 30%, growing to 30%. So that's the financial model in GCC, and we aim to, in fact, outperform this financial model in other regions. So that's about the financial parameters of the concept.
And we can go ahead with questions.
Okay. Great, well done. Okay, Martin, was this something that you would be interested in investing in?
Very interested indeed. In fact, I'm working on something else at the moment in the UK, which is aimed at pretty much this market, but it's a little different, I think, which is Lebanese, Levantine, casual dining, and I think there's a big gap in the UK market for that type of offer. Yours seems to be more of a takeaway. What percentage is takeaway and what percentage is dine-in? I didn't get that.
Delivery is big here, especially
Sure.
in the region.
But in London, what will it be?
In London, the majority is going to be dine-in. You're probably looking at delivery of between, 10 to 20%?
20% that we have here.
Delivery, exactly. But think of it as, it's definitely dine-in. I don't want to go back to the Chipotle comparison again, but it's still it's a fast casual.
Right. I think it's very interesting indeed. Yeah.
Paul, do you share that?
Yeah, I agree with Martin. I think it's interesting, and I think there's a gap in the UK market for something like this. But my question is going to be about if I or Martin end up as your investment partner, what's our exit? You know, we're the partner in your local company in the UK. We're not a partner in your topco that resides here.
Right.
So we put money in, that business makes money, it all goes very well, it all goes to plan. How do we get an exit?
Sure. So normally the way that our model works when we're expanding internationally is an area development model through a franchise agreement. For the UK, we're looking at more of a specific JV. So we can talk through the details and the logistics of that. The most important thing to us really is that we have the right partner. If we have the right partner and there's a shared vision there and we have the same goals for the brand, we're an investment company at the end of the day. We understand
So would investment in the topco be available, or just in the local company?
We could talk about it.
Quick question. Have you registered the name in the UK?
Yes.
And trademarked it?
Yes. Yeah.
Because there is another operation called King of Falafel in central London.
Yes, we're familiar.
Okay.
Sammy?
Why do you want to hit the UK, US, when you've got your, the countries around you that you've yet to conquer?
We've actually already signed agreements for Qatar, Saudi Arabia. The only area actually open that we have in Saudi Arabia right now is the Western region. Here in the UAE, we're not offering franchise opportunities for Dubai because it's our home market. We should be closing Oman by the end of the year. So we've been actively seeking partners in franchising for probably almost 2 years now. So the GCC is something that's happening quite naturally, and it's our backyard. But we have our sights set on, like I said, the UK and the US as the next big areas. But also, ideally, by the end of the year, we'd like to have a couple of European countries within the portfolio.
How big of a team do you have?
Oh my goodness, we're total employees for the company, we're probably close to
700 plus we have for the total headcount, including corporate, the other concepts, because we don't only have Operation Falafel, we have Smoky, we have Avani, we have Cash 22. So the total headcount of the company size is about 700 plus.
All right.
Yeah, I was wondering, why are you looking for a GV partner in UK, and why not a master franchise? What are your thoughts behind that?
So, as of right now, master franchise is not something that we consider until unless it's a very well-seasoned master franchisee that already has other brands. Why we're looking at the JV for the UK is because we would be open to that sub-franchising later down the line, but this is our baby. Operation Falafel is our baby. And this isn't just a 9 to 5 for a lot of us. This is a dream. This is something that we've really been very passionate about since day one. So, we want to be, UK is close enough to us to where, it's almost our backyard. It seemed like a natural graduation to that area once going from here, and because there's a lot of interaction and a lot of business between the two countries.
Where's the nearest unit to here? Can I go and look at it?
Jumeirah Beach residents,
Yeah.
JBR.
Right.
We'd be happy to host you this afternoon. Just let me know, and I'm happy to make sure that they take
Okay.
good care of you.
And what are the quality of partner you're looking for? You're not looking for only money when you say a GV.
Yes, we'd be looking for that partner to also oversee a lot of the operation, because that's what we don't have in the UK market. We have the know-how, we have the formula, we have all of that, but the know-how of operating in the UK market is definitely something that we would need in a partner.
I've just got one. I'd like to come along with Martin, and actually Martin and I co-invest in a hotel business in the UK, so
Great.
you never know. You mentioned 10 to 12 minutes for the food to
Take your
arrive.
time.
Have I understood that correctly? I mean,
Yeah.
that's quite a
Normal
long...
dwell time, you're looking at probably 30 to 45 minutes,
Okay, that's
depending on...
quite a long time in a busy city like London. If I think about tortilla,
Sure.
you're in the.
I think for the London market, you would need to have some pre-prepared.
You do.
We'll have
the,
a retail.
The lunchtime is just massive trade. People fly in and fly out. It's got to be
Absolutely.
ready.
Absolutely. Same thing that we're looking at for US, because all of our food is fresh. All of our food is made to order.
Sure.
No reheating, no freezing, but we'll have that retail section where you can take home the hummus, you can take the salads to go. So
Okay.
if you wanted to come in and just purchase and go, you could do that.
Any more? No, thank you very much indeed. Well done. Looks like you've got some interesting interest there. Great.